of young lovers who end their relationship over the phone, only to find each other again years later because of a wrong number.
I think timing was everything in this, because the area codes had already changed out there. If I had dialed that number 2 months later, I don't think I ever would have ran across Dana again.
It's a fairy tale story that will make you believe in the destiny of true love. These stories and more on this edition of It's a Miracle.
Oh, it's a miracle, happening to everyday people, changing their lives forever. It's a miracle.
Hello, and welcome to It's a Miracle. I'm Nia Peoples.
And I'm Richard Thomas. As we've seen again and again on this show, miracles can happen anywhere and at any time. And sometimes they can come from the least likely of sources.
That's what happens in our first story. It begins after a winter storm. The ground is covered with snow, but it's not just hiding the fields and the roads, it's also hiding a very unexpected miracle. It was February 1982. A fierce snowstorm had dumped more than a foot of snow on rural Pennsylvania. Temperatures were well below freezing, and homemaker Chris Clark Davidson was concerned about her grandmother.
My grandma lived out in the middle of nowhere, so we would come every couple of weeks to take her down to the grocery store. The more we traveled on the shortcut, the worse the road seemed to get. Suddenly, a car came roaring down the middle of the narrow road in the opposite direction. The other driver didn't stop, and now Chris's car was perfectly stuck. I tried to put the car in reverse, but it just stuck on its way. There was nothing to do now but sit and wait. But how long would it take before someone came along to help? The car was already losing its heat, and soon it would be freezing inside. Chris decided to take action. I decided to get out, even though I was wearing sandals at the time, and take a look to see how bad the car was stuck.
Just to help us. We need help. We're stuck in the middle of no place and we need help.
I think I see a barn over there, Mom. I'm gonna go see if we can get some help. All right, just be careful.
In spite of the snow and ice, Chris headed off towards a farm in the distance, hoping there might be a tractor or other equipment to help pull her car out of the drift. The lights inside the barn were warm and inviting, and so she stepped inside. I was immediately hit by a blast of warm air which fogged my glasses. I could hear voices, so I headed in that direction. I saw two young men playing around. They were throwing things at each other, laughing and joking.
Excuse me. Hi. Can I help you?
They were very polite to me. As a matter of fact, when they asked me if they could help me, I saw genuine concern when I explained my situation of having my mom and my two children out in the car in a snowbank. Next thing you know, there was a blue pickup truck waiting. For a moment, Chris wondered if she was making the right decision, getting into a truck with two strangers. But I thought of my children and my mama being stuck, and I slid in, and he slid in behind me. He took off fast, and barreled down the road towards my car. At one point I said, "First time you said like this? Sit on my truck." And as they headed toward her car, she became even more concerned. Okay. When the driver reached Chris's car, he drove right past it as if it wasn't there. Why didn't they stop? Where were they taking her?
Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion when It's a Miracle continues.
Margaret wasn't reading. We were pretty far into first grade, and it just wasn't really happening. We started using Hooked on Phonics, but by the end of the first night, she was reading 2 or 3 of those little books.
Look out for the
Message. Feel the power of Songs for Life, the ultimate new collection of contemporary Christian hits, featuring all your favorite artists. Amy Grant,